All right, let's look at the solutions for swap cars, which is Python Coding Lab 7, problem number 1. So in this problem, basically we are given a string and 2 indexes, and we have to swap the characters present on those indexes. So I can do this problem in a couple of ways. One of these simpler solutions can be, for example, to just use slicing. For example, suppose I have a string. Suppose the string is, let's say, just give me a second. Suppose the string is universe, right? And then the indexes present here are something like, let's say, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Now, suppose I am given any 2 indexes. Suppose I'm given 2 and 5. Then essentially I can slice this out, right? So one slice can be 2, everything till 2. Then instead of 2, I can just put element 5 there. Then I can slice 3 and 4 out. So this will be from 3 to the next index, which is 5. Here the index 1 is 2 and index 2 is 5. And then finally you have everything after the index. So you can say something like 5 plus 1, 6 to end. From here to everything onwards. So this slice then basically, sorry, I missed one thing, which is for 5 we need to put 2. So we swap this by 2. Then this is here. Then this guy is here. So just by doing for whatever x and y, you can replace this with x and this with y. You can essentially get the solution working. So that's one way you can do this solution. There's another way in which you can do this solution, and let me write that solution. Suppose once again you have this string universe and the indexes 0, 1, 2, 7. This is the string, so I can cast it into a list. So this will become a list of characters: U, N, I, V, E, R, S, and then E finally. Now these will have the same index. So I can, let's say 2 is to be swapped with 5. I can just swap this inside the list. And then I can use a join, string method join, to basically return a string back and then return that as answer. So let's do this approach to solve the problem. So what I'm going to do is, let's first run the code. So let me just run the code. Python 3 swap chars, and it's currently, you can see it's basically not getting anything, and the expected output is this, which is okay because we have not written anything. So let's go to line number 10 and start writing some code. Okay. So first thing is, I'm going to convert this into a list, and I'm going to call this list, let's say chars, and I'm going to say list of S. So once we do that, then chars is essentially a list. Now index 1 and index 2, as you know, I've already told that they're not going to be out of bounds. And one way, if they're not out of bounds, basically we don't have to do a lot of checking here. And the one easy way to actually swap things in Python is basically you just write something like, let's say I can write chars of index 1 and then chars of index 2 equals to index 2 with chars of index 1. So essentially, whatever is at index 1 will be reassigned by the value of index 2, and whatever is at index 2 will be assigned the value that is present in index 1. So this changes the list in place. The chars list is changed in place. You can print it here. You can try it out in terminal. But now I'm going to join this. So, and I don't want to join it with any delimiter. So I'm going to put an empty string and then write join. And then I'm going to join cars. And this gives me an answer. So I can just return that answer. This is a string which I can return. Let's save this code and let's try to run this. So now you can see that we got the solution, and the solution is working as expected. We got the answer. So it's a pretty simple 3-liner solution. You can do the slicing approach as I showed, and that is also pretty straightforward. All right. Thank you.